Nation. This next battle is 3 5-minute rounds in the lightweight division. Introducing your first warrior. Fighting out of the blue corner. This man's a mixed martial artist with a perfect professional record of 8 wins and no losses. He stands 182 centimeters tall and weighs a ready 67.3 kilograms. Representing WGC team, I'm Murtaza, and fighting out of Afghanistan. Please welcome Sadat Murtaza Sadat. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man's a mixed martial artist with a professional record of 14 wins and 2 losses. He stands 176 centimeters tall and weighs a ready 70.6 kilograms. Representing KHK Team Bahrain and fighting out of the magnificent Kingdom of Bahrain. Give it up for Kamil Magomedov. Your referee is the Vanilla Gorilla, Aaron Wallace.
The warrior Sadat from Afghanistan is facing across the brave cage from a tank. And when you have a tank coming towards you, you got to get out of the way.
Referee Aaron Wallace is your third man in the middle. I don't think it's going to be any surprise to anybody what the game plan of Magomedov is. A decorated former world champion in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. 12 of his wins by submission, 4 rear naked chokes, 4 guillotines, 2 arm triangles and 2 triangles, which shows just how dangerous he is with a multitude of submissions.
Sadat moving those hands, likely to let one go momentarily. Just trying to get a read.
Yeah, again, the hallmark of the KHK Team Bahrain fighters is taking that time to download the data to assess, to take in the full range of weapons that your opponent has and then react accordingly.
Phil, this is very much a sport in which patience is a big shot.
And here we see the clinch, the inevitable clinch from Magomedov. Gets the trip, and right now this is exactly where he wants to be.
The inevitable clinch, the inevitable takedown, and the inevitable furthering of position. I don't want to say the submission's inevitable, but
the submission's kind of inevitable, correct? Good job by Sadat to get that half guard back.
Yeah. Brave Nation, athlete of this caliber, a submission master of this caliber. The reason behind these punches is not necessarily to cause damage, it's to get the opponent to move. When you can get the opponent to move in a predictable fashion, you can further position. That will in turn create submission opportunities.
Magomedov trying to work. A good job by Sadat to re-guard.
Nice guard work by the warrior from Afghanistan.
Again, he's going to want to try and get back to his feet, scoot back to the cage, base off a hand, base off an elbow, up to a hand and get down.
A little bit of body head maybe coming up. Oh, quick.
Steps through brilliantly, doesn't he? Looks like he's trying
to
isolate.
Half guard.
Looks like he's trying to isolate the arm on the left side of Sadat.
He may well try and isolate both. He's got one isolated. He may slide that near shin across the bicep, elbow area, pinning both of them.
Here we go, trying to work for the Kimura. I think
Key
get
lock.
that figure 4 grip.
Yeah, the hands are coming close together, closer together, closer together.
Interestingly though, he's never won a fight via submission. Or sorry, by a Kimura. He does have 12 wins by submission. Would be his first Kimura. But
vicious elbow.
Lets it go just to crash an elbow into the dome of Sadat.
One of the main techniques, Brave Nation, behind throwing an elbow on the ground is you try and hold the shot back and then spring into it. You saw a perfect example of it there.
Sadat really needs to try to get back to his feet here. He's just being punished in every conceivable way by Magomedov.
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is, of course, a beautiful defensive art.
Oh, just cuts right through into the mount. Sadat needs to be careful of throwing up those arms.
Nice regard from Sadat.
You have to give credit to Sadat for when he finds himself in those positions, he is working well to get the guard back, the half guard.
He is, but unfortunately guard is purely a defensive position.
Yeah.
He's got to open those feet up and start trying to sweep, start trying to stand, start trying to strike, to submit, to take the back. There's a whole number of options here, but trying to survive with a man like Magomedov on top of you is not a great option.
Just cuts through into originally half guard, then side control, and may try and work that arm again. Oh, there's the mount, like a hot knife through butter.
Brave Nation, what you're seeing here is danger
work
being
the arm
applied
bar.
from so many different directions. There's positional danger. There's danger from the hand.
Head-on
Here we
triangle.
go.
Is he impeded by the cage though? Does he
He's
have
going to
enough
make it
space?
work. Watch this technique.
Oh,
Look
that
at
is
that.
beautiful.
Look at that.
Creates the angle.
Don't
There's
care
the
about
tap.
walls, and there's a tap.
13th win via submission in the career of Kamil Magomedov. 3rd win via arm triangle submission. 11th win in the very first round.
Very few fighters would have even realized that was possible. The cage was in the way. Doesn't matter. Walk right through, walk right off that cage, make it work, and it did work. How many submissions was that, Phil?
That is now 13 submission wins and 11 wins in the very first round. 9 wins via submission in the very first round. And look at what he was able to do. As you said, Carrick, there, beautifully created the angle for himself, forcing his opponent to move to give him space. And once he got in that position, low down with the knee against the hip to prevent Sadat from turning in, the submission, the tap was inevitable.
Absolutely phenomenal technique. I think Sadat didn't realize how much danger he was in, for the same reason I didn't see the danger until it was a little bit farther along. The fence was in the way. You've got to walk through where a fence was to make that work. So Magomedov made it work. Absolutely unbelievable performance from the KHK Team Bahrain exponent.
Our hats go off to Sadat. Not many people would want to get in there on relatively short notice against a man like Kamil Magomedov, but right now all the plaudits, all the accolades go to Magomedov, getting it done once again. A beautiful submission finish and picking up his first win here in Brave Combat Federation.
Sadat was doing an absolutely terrific job matching guard against forms of top control. Wasn't able to handle, however, the strikes and eventually that submission.
All right, Brave Nation, what an explosive finish that comes at 4 minutes and 7 seconds of the first round. Your winner by head and arm triangle from KHK Team Bahrain, Kamil Magomedov.